So have you ever considered that fibromyalgia usually being found in women? Why is it not found in men? So I found with, as a psychic medium, I have a lot of clients, like whenever that word pops up, I always ask them, you know, my daughter or my mother or my this, that, and the other, and I always ask them, when did that pop up? Because it is a very, very specific autoimmune disease. It's very specific to women, and I have found every single time that it has been connected to a trauma. So I remember I was dating this guy, and he's like, oh, you know, fibromyalgia, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, when did that pop up? And he's like, in college. And I was like, what happened to her in college? And he just like, ooh. And there was a rape case, right? And it's happened over and over and over again. My system, a central nervous system, right? Like autoimmune, Addison's and Guillain-Barré, supposedly all this other stuff, poison. Just saying. And now I've got a spectacular tolerance. But I'm literally, it's like when you start connecting the dots, what man have you ever heard has been diagnosed with fibromyalgia? It's always feminine. I don't want to use, you know, like always, but the majority is women. The majority of the women are really, really beautiful. Or like I'm telling, you look at psychics, a lot of them don't show their faces. A lot of psychics are ridiculously attractive. Ridiculously attractive. Why? Because when we were children, we were violated. And we were violated for our looks, sometimes from the diaper on, okay? And so when we did that, we talked to our imaginary friends. It's called disassociation. And so that's why we are as psychic as we are, is because you as you grow older, like the psychic part of you goes away. And they say you shouldn't, dreams and imaginary friends and all this other stuff. But when you are a product of trauma, right, that is a getaway, right? Like for you to disassociate out of your body while everything's happening to you, and then being able to come back right in. And so you will find shockingly, ridiculously good-looking psychics, and it's because they have been so traumatized that they were like, it's easy for us to step into the 5D. We've been talking to our guides our entire life. They've been, you know, telling us stories and all this other stuff while bad people were doing bad things to us. So anyways, that's just a little bit of a piece of flow for you. Okay.